Hi, everybody. Running late. Let me go get the, whoops, I got to get my ukulele put here, and I'm going to go post a link. So we're going to start in about, what time is it? It's already at 1:06. We'll start in about 3 minutes. Let me right up here. How did it get to be 1:06? Holy Moses. Space Command V, Shift, highlight, link, enter, edit, settings, open, update, update. Patience, patience. The YouTube subscribers are already going to be able to log in here and tell us whether the sound is any good. The rest of everybody will be rolling in here momentarily. We're having John Denver week, which is exciting. The website, by the way, is jollyrogerukulele.com. If you haven't already been there, surely you've been there, right? You wouldn't click on my face on YouTube unless you knew about it, probably, despite how lovely I look. It's John Denver week. And so you're going to need to, we're going to, it's a little bit, it's not, I don't know if sappy is the word, but it's good music. It's just a little bit more optimistic than I am. So we'll be starting a tiny bit late because I got logged in a little bit late here today, guys. And so, let me, dun, 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 dun. Well, my computer is not hooking to the Wi-Fi, and that's a problem because that's where my sheet music is. Who's logged in so far? Lynn is here. Did you see my email this morning? Lynn, I haven't looked at email yet today. I had a busy morning, but I will be looking at it. Let me see. Lynn. There you are. Lynn says, I don't know, Lynn. Let me find out. That's a great question. Let's see if I can figure it out. I got to get my machine to download the thingamabob. No, I haven't downloaded it yet. Let me put it on here, and then we'll talk. How about that, Lynn? Hey, Manette, welcome in. Diane, I didn't forget about you. I'll tell you why I'm late here in just a second. Can you hear over the wind? Oh, you got a ton of wind up there, do you? That's not good, Carol. We got fires all over the place. Turn the wind off, please. Oh, my wife, she works for an educational company. She was a teacher forever, taught in impacted schools and uh, started with special needs and then works in reading forever. And so she works for a textbook. It's not, I always call it a textbook company. That's not really what they do. They do electronic like I don't know stuff, science, reading. They offer curriculums and that type of stuff, and she does. They give her big sections of the country to manage various things associated with that. Helps districts and entire school systems understand how to assess kids, how to adjust their curriculums and that sort of stuff to make it where they can deliver instruction more effectively theoretically. And so that's what she does. She's pretty smart. She knows things. She's not like me, just goofing off. And so, yeah, that's what she does. I'm trying to find our sheet music for today. Here it is. Download. Oh dear. Huh. Oh dear. Oh dear. This isn't working right today. What's going on? Hold on. Let me see if I can. Oh, it's deleted my username and password. How can that possibly be? What is going on? Sorry, guys. Songs. This reads right into there. Okay, now it's dropping me out again. Jolly Roger. Songs. Download. Into ukulele. Back to the cloud. Scroll down. Pages. Any song. Download. Okay. Russian hackers are trying to get me, I think. Hold on. So right now, theoretically, I beat Russia. I wonder if that's all. Any of that's real. Download ukulele. LMN. Any song. Cross your fingers. All right, we're in. Jeez. All right, sorry. So yeah, that's what my wife does. She's super smart and very like motivated, A-type personality. She wears me out to hang out with. Let's see. Hey, Gary and Diane are in. Linda's in for John Denver. That hour between, I know, right? You should see the 5 minutes between classes, how fast that goes. Patty's in, Cindy's here. Another great day of music. Hey, Vic, Jerry's here today. Marianne, Linda in from Vancouver. Jack, 40 degrees in dreary up in Illinois. Doesn't the whole winter, is the whole winter like that in Illinois? Isn't it kind of dreary? Sandy is here. Let's see. Elizabeth made it in. Pauline is here. Jacqueline back to Colorado. She was busy swimming with the sharks early last week. Amy made it in. Nancy. Yeah, yeah. Sit in the back seat. I'll be real quiet. I'll sit back here. I have people come to my or ukulele classes, and it's set up in a circle. And you can see they walk in. They know nothing about music, and they're a little nervous. They walk in. You can see them looking around like, how am I gonna? How can I be here and not really have anybody notice me? Corey's here. Linda's here. Clay is here. Vicky is here. It's snowing up in Bozeman, you guys. Lindy's here. Christine also up there. Cindy, Corey. Yeah, Donna's okay. She's all right. That's my wife. Annie is here. Joyce Technology, best friend and worst enemy. I know, right? All right, Donna. Donna's this. Everybody who knows Donna, here's what they do. They team up with her against me. You can't. Can you believe that could happen? It's just terrible. All right. Now, John Denver. All right. I know. We've got a huge number of people here because of John Denver. I know. Okay. We make a good agreement prior to starting. You have the albums memorized. You and John were like one mind back in 1974. Okay, John Denver fits on the guitar, kinda. Doesn't necessarily fit onto this, right? He didn't use one of these. He used a little bigger instrument with a few more notes on it. So what we do is we accept the fact that we may have to make a few modifications to what's in our noggin in order to appreciate what's on the paper and what will fit into this. I will tell you, I've been working on this song for many, many years and many different instruments and all this. I think what you have here is really, really solid stuff. And I think it's going to work out great. Oh yeah, this is Annie's song. I will tell you, a couple of years ago, one of the people that my wife works with lives up near Aspen, and her husband is a contractor. And we went to dinner with him one time, and he goes, "Yeah, I painted Annie's house one time." So there you go. Annie's song. Let's talk about. Well, first of all. I will tell you, this week I've got the sheet music all available for Leaving on a Jet Plane, Take Me Home, Country Roads, and Sunshine on My Shoulder. I know all of you guys would like to play his entire catalog. Same with Simon and Garfunkel. Same with the Beatles, so on. So we will get to all of the songs eventually. You just get these four this week, and then we're going to talk about the next steps. So let's run through and talk about what's going to be a challenge and what's not going to be a challenge. So the first thing I did in the tough uke section, And notice the tough uke and the melody are identical. So I gave you a chord shape in measure one. You're going to put 7, 7, 8. You're going to put your G chord on, but up on 7, and then put your pinky on 10. Okay. Now, John does this with a guitar, and so he has a bass note that we don't have anywhere on our instrument. So what I did was I gave you what's going to sound as close to that little is a very typical beginning that when you hear that you're like, oh, here comes Annie's song. Okay, and this is about as close as it'll get on ukulele. And you're going to go middle, index, thumb, index, thumb, index, and you're going to do that, and then you're going to move your pinky down to 8. And then you're going to get rid of your pinky. Okay, so now think about what you're really up to. The song is you're using a G chord, but now if you it's on which is on 2, and then if I move it up to 4, it's now an A chord, and if I move it up to 6, it's now a B chord, and if I move it up to 7, it's a C chord. Okay. That's yet another C chord you didn't know you had available to you. So all it is the G chord on 7, it's a C chord, and then your pinky is going to create a little bit of a melody here. So let's do that together. The first 5 measures. Go. 1, 2, 3. And then put your pen on the 10 again. Okay, so that's what you're after. Now I have this little teeny tiny old soprano. It doesn't sound that great, but on you guys, most of you guys are playing tenors, and it'll sound just fine. Let's do it one more time. Just those for that's that introduction that we all know. Ba da ba 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 da ba da ba 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 da ba da bum. Pretty famous, and I actually believe, if I remember right, John actually does play that as an arpeggio pattern on his guitar. So let's do it one more time. 1, 2, 3. Let that 7 ring, and then we're going to go on to some melody and chords. Okay, so guys, if you're a chord player, first of all, no, I had to switch the key. It's the original's in D, if I'm not mistaken, and it doesn't work on that. It just doesn't work. Okay, so it just doesn't fit. So I switched it to the key of C. So that alone is going to cause your brain to get a little nervous. But it makes the rest of your chords much more manageable and makes it quite pleasant to play on the ukulele. The other thing that I'm perfectly fine with you doing, okay, if you just want to play melody, this is a good song, right? This is a good. Yeah, I mean, he hit a home run with the melody on this. The chords are just very basic chords: C, F, G, A minor. That's it, right? Oh, there's a D minor and an E minor. So it's just your basic run-of-the-mill chords, but he's got this incredible melody that everybody remembers. And so if you just want to play melody, just play melody. Okay. But if you are tough uke, okay, I gave you the painful uke version here on purpose, okay, because I know a lot of you guys love this song enough that you're going to really put the time in on it. So let's be ready to play with your claw. It's going to work out the best with your claw. You will survive with your thumb, but your thumb is not quite fast enough to make this work. Oh, hey, Kat made it in. Kat's naughty. She goes to these very important meetings, and then she has us at the same time as the meeting. Okay. All right. So your intro, you fill up my, that's just going to be straight melody. Okay. Now, if you're a melody, you're playing a 3, but if you're playing tough, you're playing an F chord with your pinky. Okay, and that business is going to happen almost every measure. I tossed in some decorative notes because what we're really trying to do we got to keep the melody clean because that's John's voice, but underneath he was playing an arpeggio pattern the whole way through. Now, I don't think he ever just played this as a, well, let's put it this way. I am unaware of any videos out there where he's just playing this straight up solo on his guitar. Um, all of the videos I saw was he had the band with him. But this is how he would have played it at his house by himself, right? Keeping that arpeggio going under there and then singing it. You fill up my senses. Okay, so that's what he's going to be doing. Okay, so that's what all these extra notes are on your tough line. Okay, so I'm giving you a really tough one to start off the week. Sunshine on My Shoulder will be way easier. All right, from the break there, the pickup to measure 6. 1, 2, 3. F chord, G chord, A minor, F chord, 2, 3, C. Then that E minor is purely decorative. G chord, F chord with the 3, E minor, D minor, two, 3, page 2. I gotta wait for my machine to turn on. There we go. Go G chord with your pinky on measure 2 or page 2. And that sound nice. Ding, dun, dun, dun. Pull your pinky back. Get rid of your pinky. 3s. G chord with your pinky. E minor, A minor. Dun, dun. D minor. Pinky, pinky, and then a C. Okay, and then we go back and repeat. So the idea there is we are trying to pick up John's melody line, okay, which is just your straight melody line that some of you are playing. Then take the chord, but arpeggiate it the whole way through as much as possible. In my mind, the only measure that's hard is 22, and I blew it. And we'll talk about measure 22 in just a second because it's going to be my life's mission to explain measure 22 to all musicians. So that's what we got going on. Then you go back and repeat the whole song. Go back to measure. This Francis. So I goofed up. There is a repeat at the beginning of measure 1. That's not true. So there's Lynn's question. You got a repeat at measure 1. No. Go back to measure 7 and get rid and ignore the fact that that's a typo at measure 1. That forward repeat should not be there at measure 1. It's at measure 7. So when you get to the bottom of 1 through 38 and then 7 through 34. So I will fix that typo and repost. Repeats, right? Who's with me on repeats? So you play down through 38 and then go back to 7. And I apologize, I will fix that. Not to 1. Okay. Then, yeah, to Patty's same question. Go back to 7. Okay, ignore the repeat it in measure 1 and ignore the little sign up there. I will fix and repost so that you have clean sheet music by tomorrow. I have one other piece I got to do as well. So you're going to play down through 38, go back to 7, come back down. Second time through, stop at 34. Make sure you make yourself some kind of note at 30 at the beginning of 35 to jump to the second ending. And here's what's weird about the second ending. Okay. Because he's the last word of the song and the first word of the arpeggio happens simultaneously, first note of the arpeggio. And so when you come fill me again, and da 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 da, and the problem is the note that he sings again is the 8, but the arpeggio has to be the 10. And so what you're going to end up doing is you're going to come in at 34. Come, and then you're going to go up 7, 7, 8, 7. You're going to hit both of these at the same time. And then you're going to stop there. It's like he used to do this all the time. Stop on the wrong note. Dung. And then grab yourself a C chord and finish up. So it's going to be beautiful, right? All right, so let's play through it a little bit more and just get a sense of what we're doing. First, why don't we just play the melody so you can make sure you know what you're doing. And I want to explain measure 22 to you real quick when we get there. So let's start at the pickup to measure 6. Let's just play straight melody so you can make sure you know how it goes. 1, 2. You fill up my sense. 2, 3, us. 2, 3, 1, 2. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2. 2, 3, and so on. And then that lasts forever. Okay. What we found a couple years ago, we played this song in my guitar group, and what I found is nobody wanted to play melody because it was way too easy and way too boring, right? But that's what we want: nice, clean, pure, long notes. Let them just go along. You got to count them because otherwise you'll end up falling asleep. And so the melody in and of itself isn't challenging. It's really beautiful, just not particularly challenging. And the chords themselves, again, are not particularly challenging. But when we put it all together and add an arpeggio in there, you're going to be working your tush off. Okay, measure 22. Take a minute to study it. You're still going to blow it, right? I'm probably going to blow it. It's a mess. What we want it to be is like a storm in the desert. Okay, we want a short storm and a long the, but that's not what he does. He does a long storm and a short in, a long storm, a medium in, and a very short the. So he says, like a storm in the desert. So you end up all wonky in these 3 notes. That first note's a dotted quarter. So just be aware when you're playing instrumentally, it's bum, and that 3 and 2 are arpeggios. Then the melody note happens 2, 2, oh. And so it's a very complicated moment in the song. It's the only super technically complicated moment in the song is 22. Just be aware, The first note's a dotted quarter followed by a quarter followed by an eighth note. That's just not particularly typical and not what we like to have in music. Like we like everything to be nice and neat and orderly, but that's a bit of a mess, that one measure. And we let him get away with stuff like that because he's John Denver, right? Um, Now, so I want to play, and if you want to play tough, play from the pickup to six. Let's play through it just as written twice through. Uh, Coming to take you away. I know. See, I feel not. I like. I live in Denver, right? He lived right over there. I'm afraid of talking any smack about John around here. So, plus, you baby boomers will come and straighten me out on the issue. So, let's play the pickup to six. Let's play it all the way through twice. Go down to 38, pop back to seven, and then play down through 34, and then we'll play the ending. And again, the ending and the beginning are fundamentally the same, right? You're going to get that G chord on seven, and then be ready to use your pinky. It's a little bit of work, but you'll be fine. Okay, so the pickup to six. 1, 2. I like that. We're on 7, 8, 9. or or right, find your way to put that C chord on at the end. That's it. I don't know what else to tell you about it. It's definitely an opportunity for those of you guys that are claw pickers to really bring true, legit, honest to God finger style into your home. Oh, thanks, Kat. um, doesn't sound good on this old. Sounds okay on this little old guy. But that's another opportunity for you to figure out: is it time to change your fluorocarbon strings from those white strings that you have on your ukulele? Yeah, you should have done it yesterday. Um, and a little bit of get a little bit better, higher quality ukulele with a little bit of resonance, and this thing really works. I was playing it yesterday on a better ukulele. Actually, I was playing it on the guitar, and it's really quite lovely. Um, and you get a chance to put the whole thing together, just you and your ukulele. So you're putting together his melody, his chords, and his arpeggio pattern, and maybe a tiny bit of an update to it in certain ways, and in a key and in chords that actually are playable on your ukulele. That the intro and the exit are going to take you a little bit of time just to get comfy with grabbing your G chord way down on 7 and then using your pinky just a little bit to create that dee 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 dee, and it's really quite nice. So sure would sound nice on a baritone, wouldn't it? Cindy is a baritone lobbyist. She is for baritone. So as you can see, I did not shave today. I had 3 meetings this morning, 3, and I am not a morning person, and so. I had to actually get out of bed, and I did not get to sit and drink my coffee right off the bat and watch Good Morning America, which is what I do. I don't know why I watch that show. You can I also get an email from CNN, and it has top 5 things you need to know. And the top 5 things to know are almost always exactly what Good Morning America told me. And so I don't even know why I do that, but I do that. That's my thing. And I didn't get to do that this morning, and that throws the whole thing out of whack. And then I was like, I need to shave, and I'm like, I don't want to shave. I'm angry, so I will shave before this evening. Couple things about the future that you need to know. Number one, it's John Denver week. That's really all you need to know, right? You should not be anywhere except here this week, right? Tell your friends. Okay. These will all be new arrangements. Any song I've had for a while. That song I've fussed around with over the years, and so that's not necessarily a new arrangement. It's a new full finger style arrangement for you guys, and hopefully, especially those of you guys that are upper level that have been doing this a while, I think you should get those arpeggios correct. I think you should really study this piece and get every single note to ring out and make it as beautiful as you can. If you've been around a while, if you're brand new, goodness sakes, play the melody, and that's enough. And those of you guys that are, I mean, and if you, a bunch of you guys are not from the United States, and in the United States, you should probably not go outside your house. But in those of you that are able to get together with some other people, one person plays melody and one person plays chords, and that chord person can just play the arpeggios on those chords: 1 2 3 4 1 2 or 1 2 3 4 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3, and just play the arpeggiated chords. Every one of those chords is just factory issued until the intro and the conclusion, and it's going to sound really nice. You're going to have a really nice duet to play with anybody you know that plays ukulele. So that's that. Leave it on a jet plane. I just handed that over to the harmonica group. It played okay for them. I will be sprucing up the ukulele version for you guys. Take Me Home Country Roads. I have the sheet music. I don't know. I don't have any general thought about it. And Sunshine on My Shoulder. The only reason we're doing that is that I already own that music, and I'm going to jazz that up. That's gonna it's a tiny bit too sweet for me. Remember, you are continuing your focusing on Harry Potter. It turns out Harry Potter is going to be a 3-week song for us, or 4-week maybe. We're going to play it again on Friday, because next week I realize we have the whole week to squeeze in Halloween music. So we're going to do the Bewitched theme. Those of you guys that have been in our local orchestra, you already had a taste of Bewitched and I Dream of Jeannie, and they needed to be updated anyway. So we're going to do Bewitched and then I Dream of Jeannie theme. Adam's Family, which is a super fun song. And then a lot of you may or may not, those of you who've been to Rocky Horror Picture Show will remember Time Warp. And I read through the lyrics to see if it was too adult for what we do around here. I think they're okay. I think it's okay. And so I think I'm gonna write up Time Warp. I've never written it up. I've always loved that song, and so we're gonna do that song. So those will be our scary songs for next week, along with Harry Potter. We'll do that one last time, and then after that we go on to Christmas music. So we're gonna spend a long time on Christmas music because there's a lot of it. Oh, that's the only reason, and so that should be nice. The other thing I wanted to tell you, Donna was able to get the first week of November off, and so I'm going to go ahead and take that week off as well. That's the week of our elections, and my birthday is that week too. So we're anticipating that a dramatic week in the world, certainly here in the United States that week, and we just want to go and make sure we have a freezer full of food, and in case things fall apart. So they're not going to fall apart. It's all just flim flam. Everybody's going to vote. Whoever's the winner is the winner, and then we're going to move on with our lives. But I'm going to take not next week off, but the week after. And that week, I will make sure that you have more than enough Christmas music to get yourself started and up and running. And we'll talk about it as we get a little closer. But I'm going to start this week focusing in on getting some of that ready for you for 2 weeks from now. So that's where we're at. That's what I know. That's all I know about ukulele. That's it. That's the end of the story. So let me double check that everybody has got what they need here. And then I will see all of you guys either later today, Cindy for baritone, or whatever. Let's see. Carol says love it. Cindy said, oh, nice on a baritone singing. It'll need some work. Yeah, it's a hard thing I'm asking you to do on this song. We're combining, we're making a true fingerstyle piece. You really got to have your claw in position and take your time. Hey, Critter, welcome in. Just missed us, I think. Lynn, time. Let's do the time warp again. Right? You can always tell those of us who went to the midnight showing of Rocky Horror, right? We're like, oh, I like that song. Minette, glad we're spending the time. Yeah, Harry Potter needs the time, right? It's a big piece of music. It really should be one of those songs that we need a few weeks on. Yeah. Amy's into Time Warp. Amy's crazy. Let's see. We're going to do lots of holiday music. Okay. And by that means, here's the weird part when I'm teaching out at the city and I'm handing out all these kind of spiritually important songs along with Frosty the Snowman and Charlie Brown and all this stuff. It's a weird mixture, and so sometimes I end up spending a little bit more time on Charlie Brown and Frosty the Snowman than I should. But we've got the nice part about Christmas music is we have a really gentle on ramp with First Noel, Frosty the Snowman, Up on the Housetop, Silent Night, O Tannenbaum. Those are really very easy to get along with songs, and then we will be moving into those next levels. At this point, I don't know, there may be 50 songs or so in that collection that I have. So and we will probably split it into more public domainish stuff and more copyrighted stuff. I haven't quite figured that part out yet, but I'll get it figured out. You will have enough Christmas music that by the time Christmas gets here, you will be good at it, and your family will. They won't want you around. That's how much Christmas music I'm going to give you. So you're gonna get all the good stuff, and we're gonna make it a big deal. And also for those people that are teachers, you guys, they're all teaching now, but they're going to be able to at least have the sheet music properly prepared for them for the next year, to have a ukulele orchestra at their schools with really solid pieces of music. So that's coming up. Cindy's for Rocky Horror. Hopefully a celebratory week, including your birthday. Oh no, I'm taking the week off. Don't. I'm not sure how old I am anymore, but it's no longer countable. So it's. We will as much as possible. November 4th, the day after the election, is my birthday, and we will all be buckling down to deal with the Civil War here in the United States. So it's a tiny bit of a joke. It's supposed to be funny, but it's not as funny as I wish it was. Minette says I deserve a break. You probably deserve a break from me, Minette. All right. All right. Oh yeah. And finally tonight, we got 2 orchestra rehearsals left for love songs. So tonight I'm going to put up one last piece of music. Tonight you belong to me. You guys have already done it here, so you'll be fine. I just have to add the baritone part. Yeah, baritone. And then so we'll be adding that in, and we'll have I think 7 or 8. Is it 8 maybe songs that next week we will have. We will just play. And so we'll see how our see how bulletproof I made everybody over the last couple of months, and then those guys are going to be doing Christmas music too. Um, let's see, Cindy, yep, Patty. All right, guys. You're welcome, Annie. Thanks for being a great inspiration to John. I really appreciate that. And and then Diane, we'll see you later. See you in guitar. Oh yeah, we have guitar class today too. I don't remember what we're doing in guitar, but it's great. Um, and Clay, welcome. Annie, song for guitar. Yep, I already have it. We have well, it's an orchestral version. Elizabeth, I'll have to look and see what it would take to turn it into a solo version. See you guys, most of you guys. I'll see you tonight. And then otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow, what is it tomorrow? Tomorrow is, leaving on a jet plane. Sad, like weeping sad. And we had a long talk in harmonica class. And we decided that in order to make it sad enough, it has to be a guy leaving his dog to go to war. That's sad enough for everybody. So, all right, guys, have a wonderful day. Thank you for being here. Big group today, and it's very exciting. Let's keep moving forward, and I will see all of you tonight or tomorrow or the next thing. Kari, Tonight You Belong to Me is on the member page, but just the solo version so far. I haven't posted the orchestral version yet. I'll get that up here between 4 and 7, so that it'll be based off of the solo version that's up there. But yeah, it's up there under Tin Pan Alley. And the solo version, and for ukulele it won't change, so yeah, you can go grab that. Yep. All right, kids, have a wonderful day. I will see all of you soon. Be good, be safe, practice, keep showing up, like and subscribe. See ya.